Good cup of coffee can't be beaten, can it? Although a good cup of tea runs it close. We're on our next adventure now. Can't believe how many, much filming we've done on the time we've been out this year. But we'll keep sending the videos out to YouTube, and hopefully you can enjoy watching. We've got plenty to come. But in this one, we hope you like coming along with us again. Weather-wise, we've dropped on. So, you've seen the map, an idea what area of the country we are, and then we do as much information to give you an idea where we've come from and where we get to. But I'll stop talking now, and we hope you come along with us on our latest cruise, and we hope you find it enjoyable and, more importantly, relaxing. So let's get going. Very soon we'll be coming up to Cowley Cutting, which has got quite overgrown now, so it can be a bit tight for two boats. And then we've got the tunnel again, the 81-yard Cowley Tunnel. And I think we're not staying at Nuzzle or going to any of the pubs, but I think we're going to get some water. And then we'll just trundle on and see what we do next. So let's take it all in. Hey, if you noticed, by the way, I've still got my coat on. I said I was taking it off, but it got a bit windy. Who knows though, I might take it off in the not too distant future. And then the wind arrives again and I said no. We're now coming into Cowley Cutting. Now, unlike those people who, when we was coming down, decided that they would go full belt and still had to stop behind the boat shortly after, as well as scratching all the paint, we won't do that. We'll go in and, like I say, we look after our boat, and we won't be running into any trees or anything like that. We'll just adapt accordingly if we have to, or we might be lucky and no boat comes down as we enter the tunnel. But you'll see, because you'll be watching. Hi. considering how many boats have been around today, I think we've dropped on here. That we've got to get straight through without another boat being near us, which isn't bad at all.
Wouldn't it be far easier to fix that?
We're back in Northall now. I think we're only stopping for water, but we can change our mind in an instant, and why not? It's what it's all about. Just topped up with water at Northall. Why it was quiet. Just have to have a bit of patience because it's very slow filling. But we're done and we're carrying on, and it's turned out to be a beautiful day. if you notice, well, this it's almost like a tunnel in itself, but this bridge, if you noticed, a bit more unusual. This, you don't get many on the Shroppie or on the Birmingham and Liverpool Junction Canal end. In fact, you don't get any what can fit 2 boats through, but you can with that one, as you've just seen. Well, that's a little bit unusual for on the Shropshire Union. Takes some beating, this, it really does. But yes, we get a little bit spoilt. But I can really think about all the hard work we've both done. You know, all our studying and then working all hours for many years. That's what you've got to think about sometimes. Well, you're either that way or not, but we thought about investments and pensions so that we can reap the rewards when we're older. And thankfully it's all worked out for us. And now we just have a fantastic time. And that's no joke, that. It's just superb. And we're very, very lucky. But we've been rewarded for working bloody hard. We're back on Shelmore Embankment now, just before Norbury. Now, when we was coming down, I mentioned that it took an unbelievable 6 years to build this 1 mile stretch. But I forgot to tell you the other unbelievable thing. 600 navvies were involved in the building of that stretch. So you imagine the full lot being done from Nantwich, you know, like I say, it's called the Shroppie Union now, and I've told you before it's the Birmingham and Liverpool junction, the new section. But imagine how much work was involved with this canal. We know it was one of the, you know, well, it was the last major canal, the Shroppie Union, but if it takes 600 navvies 6 years to do a 1 mile embankment, think about the labour and time to do the rest of it. It beggars belief, doesn't it? It's hard to comprehend. We have a heron here, what's playing games, I think, with us, as it does with narrowboats. So many of them just wait till you're up to them and then fly in front a bit further down and then go back on the towpath. We'll gently glide in for a few days here now. It's not hectic, it's just about right. So we'll probably have 2 nights, yeah, I think that'd suit us very nicely.
Warning! Warning!
We're back to many people's favourite section. Fingers crossed. Starting off a little bit differently in this joke corner. I'm going to tell you quite a long story. And it all starts very innocently. A policeman stops a driver and says to him, "Wow, you weren't half speeding there. I want to see your driving licence." And the man in the car said, "Well, I would love to produce my driving licence to you, but I haven't got one." The policeman said, "What do you mean you haven't got one?" "Well, I've been banned from driving for drinking 4 times, so my licence has been revoked." The policeman was really shocked. He said, "That is absolutely terrible." Said, show us them vehicle registration documents. Again, the man looked at him and said, well, I would. I'd really like to show you my registration documents, but it's not my car. The policeman says, what do you mean? He says, well, I've stolen it. You've what? Yeah, I've stolen it. And I've seen off the owner. And the policeman now is getting very suspicious. And he says, what do you mean you've seen off the owner? Well, in the boot of my car, his body's there, and there's a shotgun. At this point, the policeman was getting a bit concerned. So he said, I'm just going to put you in handcuffs. So the man says, why? He said, well, look what you've done. So he puts him in handcuffs. And the next thing, he makes a call to his boss, the chief inspector. He says, you're not going to believe this, but I've come across this man and he's admitted to murder and having a shotgun in the boot, among many other things, and I think I need some support. So his chief inspector said, right, straight away, I'll send a couple of cars over and I'll come myself as well. So the policeman waits, and within minutes, 3 police cars turned up, 1 including the chief inspector. So they all got out, tasers were out, ready to get the driver, and the chief inspector walks up and says, excuse me sir, I've been hearing some quite disturbing things about you. And the man in the car says, what do you mean, officer? He says, well, look at this. He says, my officer came to you and asked for your driving licence. Oh, well, here you are, there's my driving licence, have a look at it. And the chief inspector looks and goes, oh, right, okay, that's in order. Now, what about your vehicle documents? My police officers told me that you said you had none because you've stolen the car. The man in the car goes, I don't know. He says, here, there's my documents. Shows all the documents, and he says, yes, that's everything in order. So he says, but you've murdered somebody, and you have a shotgun as well. And the man in the car says, excuse me, what do you mean? He says, well, you've told the policeman. He said, when you asked, when you said to him to produce everything, and the car, etc., you said it wasn't yours, you'd stolen it. And the body's in the boot with the shotgun. So we're going to have a look. And he says, we definitely are. So they go round to the boot, open it, nothing in, completely empty. They searched round everything, lifted everything up, nothing at all. So the policeman comes back round, or the the chief inspector, comes back round to the policeman and says, there's absolutely nothing in there. I says, I can't understand it. Now the man in the car looks at the chief inspector and says, do you know what? The next thing that policeman will say is that I've been speeding. You can't trust anybody these days, can you? Just another sip of my coffee, and then we'll get on with the, I don't know if you call them jokes or just statements, but there's a few to come. Why do seagulls fly over the sea? Well, that's simple enough. If they flied over the bay, they'd be bagels. You know, one thing what confuses me, so many people say, oh, I pick my nose. Well, in all honesty, I feel that I was just born with mine. A good friend of mine had a neck brace fitted years ago, and since then he's never looked back. I was going to tell you a joke all about time travel, but sadly none of you liked it. Time to go again. Are they getting worse? Who knows? But there's some more to come in the next video, and also some more of our travels as well. But for now, we hope you've enjoyed watching, and we really look forward to seeing you next time. But as usual, for now, stay safe, stay healthy, and yes, I think I'll go and get another coffee. I think it's about due. So, ta-ra!